Hello, everybody. It's episode number 101, not 101, because that would be 100.1, but 101. Backwards, 101. Very exciting times, as always, throughout the entire sports world, but you knew that by now, folks. First things first, let's start off with those Cleveland Indians. Man, oh man, what a very inconsistent team we have. Let's look at our team stats this time. I know we always talk about the player stats, but we need to do team stats. And our average is, well, heading into yesterday, so all of these have changed, but heading into yesterday, our average, 225, fourth worst in the MLB. My lord, fourth worst in the MLB. 39 swipes, that's tied for ninth in MLB, so that's good. What's not good is that we have 71 home runs now, I believe, 72 thanks to Bobby Bradley, Rookie of the Year, by the way. Tied for 17th in the MLB. 91 doubles for the Tribe, 20th in all the MLB. Our ERA is at 4.1, my lord. 15th in the MLB. Saves, 18. Lot them by our good pal Manuel Quase, 10th in the MLB. 603 strikeouts, which is 10th in the MLB. In fact, we are averaging 8,868 fans per game, which is the 10th lowest in all of the MLB. We didn't even sell out reopening day, whereas the Dodgers were able to last night for reopening day there. 56,000 on hand at Dodger Stadium. My goodness, that's the 10th lowest. You know, Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium, there are more people there per game than there is with everyone else. Or for Highland, Highland, of course, because we have 5,000. And then the Indians with 8,868. You can go to the Audemars, Tom Benson Stadium, or Paul Brown Tiger Stadium and find more fans there. Indians against Cardinals, we split it 1-1. Of course, I talked about game one. But in game two, Tyler O'Neill had 2 home runs, and Matt Carpenter had a bases-scoring double. It was not fun there at St. Louis, Missouri Busch Stadium. Indians against the Mariners. It was reopening day during the first game, which was really, really, really cool to see. What was not really cool to see out there was that the, the Indians didn't sell it out, but we still won 2-1. Bobby Bradley, 3 RBIs, home run in game one, because Bobby Bradley is just that good. Yes, sir. And Aaron Savali, 8 innings, 1 hit in game one. And in the 9th inning, it was Blake Parker that surrendered our second run, but 8 innings, 1 hit for Aaron Savali on my fantasy team. And then this game right here, and by the way, Cesar in a home run in this game, which was definitely one of the best games I had ever seen in my life. Well, not really, but still a great comeback. Down 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Then you see our good pal, Cesar Hernandez, not Dylan Moore, but Cesar Hernandez hit a home run. And so we're down to our last out, 4-1. I followed on my phone. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Bobby Bradley hits one that brings home an RBI. Yes, it was an RBI. I remember watching it. And then Rene Rivera, the next batter, boom, deep into left center field. The game was tied up. And then Harold Ramirez hit a ground ball right back to the pitcher. And he threw it off target in what was definitely one of the best games of the year. No doubt about it. 4-run comeback. Down by 3. Down to our last out. The comeback of the season. Comeback of the season. Seattle's winning percentage at the time, 98, ended up being 0 at the end. Unfortunately, in Game 3, Kyle Seager hit a home run, so Jake Fraley. Jake Fraley is also a good candidate for Rookie of the Year. But yes, with that being said, the Indians against the Orioles, we are ahead 2-0. The Orioles have not won a game on the road since beating Seattle with a John Means no-hitter. There was a game-winning error. I couldn't believe it. I was pretending. No, I was actually announcing it, and it ended up being a great game. I remember yelling about it because I'm like, We won. In the first game, Jose had 2 RBIs, and we scored 3 in the first inning, game 1. And then we scored 5 in the 4th inning of game 2. Orioles committed 4 errors. That's right, 4 errors. Bobby Bradley had an RBI single, and he had a home run. And Bobby Bradley, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. He is a really great baseball player. But there's the voting alert. Voting alert. Whoopsie doodles. I forgot about that. Voting alert. The entire Indians team needs to go down to Colorado for the All-Star game. Please vote by hopping on MLB.com/vote to do so. And you can also Google MLB All-Star vote to vote. You can vote 5 times a day. It's not ballot stuffing if you're just a fan. Let me say that. Vote Jose, Franmil, Bobby, and so much more. Vote Harold, Cesar, Ahmed, Jordan, everybody. Just vote the whole team. Every Indians player is worthy of an all-star vote. Forget about Vlad Jr. and Tim Anderson and J.D. Martinez and Yerman Mercedes, Rafael Devers, and all the other guys, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani. They don't deserve it. Vote now or else you die. Okay, you won't die if you don't vote. You will not die if you don't vote. I'm not threatening to kill you, but unless we vote. Vote for guys like Bobby Bradley, who is without doubt the jolly good rookie. You remember Mercedes will not be Rookie of the Year. Neither will Adolis Garcia, Bobby Bradley. NBA playoffs, Suns against the Nuggets. Well, the Suns did it. They swept Denver 4-9 and McNuggets. The Nuggets are the McNuggets once again. What a shocker. They do it every year. Chris Paul, 17 points, 15 assists in Game 2. DeAndre Ayton, 10 points, 15 rebounds in Game 3. Devin Booker, 34 points, 11 rebounds in Game 4. Nikola Jokic right there, or hopefully will be right there, but he got ejected in Game 4, the league MVP. And, of course, the Nuggets are McNuggets once again. What a shocker. They got slapped in the face. There was that crazy Suns fan that Devin Booker caught attention of. I'm going to try to see where he is, of course, once if it's nothing good. But anyways, Nets against the Bucks. This series is tied up at, what do you call it? No, it's not tied up. It's not tied up. But anyways, Devin Booker says he needs this guy's information, obviously alluding to the fact that he needs to sweep him. Won't show it just in case if it's anything bad, but I just wanted to see it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Bucks down 3-2 to the Nets. Giannis had 33 points, 14 rebounds in Game 3. Chris Middleton, 35 points, 15 rebounds in Game 3. And then Giannis, 34 points, 12 rebounds in Game 4. And we all were afraid there. James Harden was questionable for Game 5, but he ended up playing Game 5 in what turned out to be an epic game. It was 114-108. It was a crazy one, to say the least. Kevin Durant, triple-double, 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists, 27 points for Jeff Green. He got them all off the bench. And my goodness, they did it without Kyrie. They did it without DeAndre Jordan. They did it with 9 guys. And Blake Griffin had 17 points. They were the only guys with double digits. And it was all Bucks for most of it. Bucks were winning by 16 at the half. And then it was all Brooklyn Nets, fourth quarter onwards. They're up at 3-2. And yeah, they're going to win the NBA Finals against the Phoenix Suns. But I'm pretty sure you all knew that by now. 76ers against the Hawks. Series tied there at 4. Joel Embiid, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists in Game 3. And in Game 4 out there at the State Farm Arena, Trae Young was looking like the Hawks' best player out there. Trae Young, very good. Kept them in it. You saw that right there. The Sixers were up by double digits at the half. And then, what do you know? The Hawks come back to win it. Of course, a lot of teams have been rocking their alternate jerseys out there. Hawks, of course, no exception. There's a little flare that goes in. Was that Trae Young? You know it was Trae Young. 25 points, 18 assists. He dishes out the basketball like that was a great game. There they are, their MLK jerseys out there. Of course, he was from Georgia, of course. Anyways, Jazz against Clippers. Series tied 2-2. Rudy Gobert, 20 rebounds in Game 2, 13 points. Kawhi Leonard, 34 points, 12 rebounds in Game 3. And he, along with Pandemic P, got 31 points each, or had 31 points each in Game 4. So now, for those that are unaware, there are 2 games tonight, and school is finally done. Summer vacation, thank the good Lord. I survived. I actually survived, both physically and literally. 76ers will play the Suns 76ers will play the Hawks. I'm picking Philadelphia with it. Jazz against the Clippers. I don't know. I'm going with my gut feeling and picking those Clippers, but it could quite easily be vice versa. Then you have NASCAR. That's going to end it, ladies and gentlemen. The NASCAR All-Star Open. Here it comes. We're all won it to earn a top spot in the race. The top 5 drivers in the All-Star Open were 4 drivers. Tyler Reddick led the most laps with 38. He still made it to the All-Star race. And Ross Chastain also made, along with Matt DiBenedetto, and DiBenedetto won the fan vote. That's Texas Motor Speedway. It's typically out at Charlotte, but over time it has changed. Last year they moved it to Bristol from what was actually a very large crowd, 30,000, which was very large at one point. Thank God things are mercifully getting back to normal. Hopefully we can have a sellout crowd and hopefully be able to do things. We already have sellout crowds. What am I saying? NASCAR All-Star Race. Kyle Larson continues his dominance with yet another win. 3 in a row. It does not count in the standings, but he wins $1 million. That's right. Kyle Larson wins the All-Star Race, has $1 million. He won round 1. Blaney won round 2, I believe. And Bowman won round 3. That was when the track was inverted. I'm sorry, what? It was inverted? Yes, it was. And William Byron won round 4. But there was Kyle Larson taking home the checkered flag, winning the NASCAR All-Star Race, $1 million in the bank. William Byron won round 4, and Alex Bowman, not Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott won round 5. It was all green laps. All green laps. Yellow flag laps, didn't count. No, sir, they did not count. William Byron led the most laps with 30. Larson went for 17, but he ended up winning. And winning is the most important thing in the NASCAR All-Star Race because you won $1 million. Brad Keselowski finished in 2nd place. Of course, as previously mentioned, this does not count for the season standings out there in Texas. Next week we'll be out there at Nashville. Very first race for the Nashville Super Speedway, 399 miles. Looking at track info, it was built in 2001. It's 1.33 miles. I won't be going down there, but it'll be on NBCSN. NBC/NBCSN will have the rest of the season. Very exciting, my friends. And we shall see if Larson's going to continue his surge in dominance. So right now in playoff points, Kyle Larson is leading ahead of Martin Truex Jr., who is 2nd in playoff points. Of course, the cutoff is 16, and Austin Dillon is treading water ahead of Matthew DiBenedetto, I believe. Very, very, very thrilling, to say the least. So after Nashville comes Pocono, Tricky Triangle, back-to-back. Road America, that's a road course. Atlanta, then New Hampshire, that is a short track. Watkins Glen, Very fun. And then the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but not the Brickyard 400, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a road course. And then Michigan International Speedway, back to Daytona. That will be the Pepsi 400, I believe. At least that's what it used to be called. And then Darlington for the playoffs. The track too tough to tame. Then the short track Richmond. Then the short track Bristol. And then the round of 12 with Vegas, Talladega. Then the Charlotte Road Course, Charlotte RC. Then get to the round of 8, which is Texas, Kansas, Martinsville, and then the championship at the short track Phoenix, which is 1 mile long. 65 days left till high school football is back. It will be back in 65 more days. I can't believe it's summertime already. Very hard to believe. I'm very excited and also very nervous about it. But man, oh man, pretty sure everyone's looking for summer. I am. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get back next week, and I can't wait to get ready for the high school football season, which should be fun. You know, nobody here in Northeast Ohio loves high school football more than me. So goodbye, everyone.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.